Hi everybody, welcome back to Taz's Wig Closet. This is Taz. Recently I posted a poll on my community section of my channel asking the group what they would like to see from me in terms of videos that were not wig related. And there were 4 different categories, and the 2 that were kind of close in the winner and the runner-up were fashion and jewelry, and then the other one was makeup and beauty routines. So today I'm going to talk about my fashion and jewelry. See, I just think that I'm pretty boring and basic, and I go for the cheap and I go for the sales. And I don't feel like I'm probably that interesting when it comes to these subjects, but you ask for it, so here we go. My jewelry sense, let's talk about that first. I wear 2 different kinds of jewelry usually. I wear very inexpensive fashion jewelry, okay? Or I like to pick up pieces that are handcrafted, like by private crafters, or something unique that not everybody else has. So those are the 2 kind of categories. I don't like expensive jewelry. I feel like I'm going to lose it, harm it, or something else. I'll give you an example. When my husband and I, gosh, we had been married maybe 4 years, 5 years, we took a trip to St. Thomas. And if you know anything about St. Thomas, apparently it's the place to buy diamonds, right? And somebody told me you have to go into Raj's House of Diamonds. I don't know if it's still there. Like I said, this has been like 20 years ago. And so we did. We were downtown the one day and we stopped into Raj's House of Diamonds, and the first thing they do is they offer you a drink, an alcoholic drink. No better way to open the wallet, right? So I think we had like one of their main rums or something, rum punch or something else, because they do Cruzan rum over there. But so we got to looking at the rings. Well, we ended up buying one, and I loved it. So I'm pretty much a minimalist when it comes to jewelry, and I don't like to spend a lot of money. But this ring here appraised much higher than what we paid for it, and it was unique and beautiful. See, it's got a really high pressure setting there with diamonds underneath, on top, and underneath. I don't know what the carat is or the weight is. I don't get into any of that, but it was just beautiful. So I bought it, and I got home, and I was wearing it for a while in place of my my wedding set. And the one day I was in a health food store, and I was up to the counter ringing out and everything, and I was getting money and stuff. And the cashier lady had these really big long fingernails, and she says, "Oh, I love that ring. Can I see it?" So I held my hand out like this, and she took her fingernail and touched it, and the diamond wiggled. Oh my God. So I immediately took it off, put it in my pocket, took it to the jeweler so that they could fix it, and the jeweler said, "Look, with that high of a setting, this is probably going to happen again." Well, I didn't want to risk losing the diamond out of the ring, so in the box it went, and I bought myself a beautiful cubic zirconia. I remember, I don't know if you remember the old department store called Lazarus. I think they went out of business, oh gosh, so many years ago. And then it was bought out by Macy's, but it was Lazarus at the time when they were having a big liquidation sale. I bought a cubic zirconia there. I spent $35 on it, and it was marked down like 75%. It was just a fire sale. But this is what I wore all of those years after that ring incident. And I got so many compliments on it, and just like my wigs, I never felt the need to say, "Oh, this is a cubic zirconia." They just complimented that it was pretty, you know, just like when somebody compliments your hair. "I love your hair." You don't tell everybody it's a wig unless you want to, but in this case, I wore that for years and years and loved it, and it held up so well. So for 35 bucks, that was a huge bargain. So recently, though, I ended up buying some additional rings. I bought a couple of cubic zirconia on sale at Kohl's this past Christmas. It was there was a BOGO offer going on at Christmas time, and they were each like $100. So I bought 2, and they're just gorgeous. I love them both. I can't find the other one right now, but it's similar, but only a square diamond instead of a pear-shaped diamond. So I always wear and love my cubic zirconia, and I don't worry about it at all. Now I do like to wear rings on my right hand as well. And a lot of this, I think this one came from Premier Designs. You know those jewelry parties that you get invited to? Oh, I feel like it's the dark. It's a black hole, because if you go once and you buy something, then you have to have a party, and then people buy from you, and then they expect you to go to their party again. It just never ends, and all this jewelry you're buying, you know. I got into that cycle for a while, and I said, that's enough. I'm not doing this anymore. I also went to a Zapata party, but I've bought a few pieces at those parties that I still wear. This is one of the sterling pieces, sterling and zirconia, that I bought from Zapata. And somebody told me recently that Zapata is out of business. But they did a lot of sterling and some raw material kinds of jewelry. And I love this ring. It's very sturdy. You'll see me wearing that quite a bit. So recently I picked up this Swarovski crystal ring. Kind of looks like a mood ring, doesn't it? It's beautiful. It goes from purple to green to blue to pink. It's just gorgeous, and I got this from a private crafter. I'm going to talk about her in just a moment, but I wanted to show that to you in case you see it. It's really pretty. Wear that quite a bit. Necklaces, same thing. I always buy necklaces that are just inexpensive. I remember last year I got some chokers that, and here's one of them a couple years ago, I think it was. Here's one of those chokers that you may have seen me wear. And it was on a card with like 4 or 5 other ones for 10 bucks. I mean, yeah, it's not expensive. And I just enjoy adorning myself with things that are not expensive, but help accent my mood, help accent my choice of outfits and things. So I like wearing this little choker with some denim, like a jean jacket or something else. It's got an edgy look to it. Here's a piece. It's interesting. So Premier Designs, at one of those parties I was talking about, this is a wrap bracelet. If you've ever seen it, it's kind of like a rope with some beading in there. And then it has the little coin clasp there. But what you're supposed to do is wrap it around your wrist there and wear it as a wrap bracelet. I love it. And I wore it as a bracelet a lot. And then I thought, well, if I can wear this as a bracelet, why can't I wear it as a necklace? So I just put it around, you know, let's see, what did I do? Okay, that's what I did. So I wrapped it around my neck and did a little coin clasp there. And it was a cute little wrap necklace at that point. So again, nobody thought to wear it like that, and I can assure you, but I never seen anybody with the same necklace as I had. So in just little necklaces like this is a Lauren Conrad. She has a fashion and jewelry line at Kohl's. So whenever there's a sale on her jewelry, you know, sometimes I'll pick up something. I like her jewelry because it's very fine and dainty. It's not too overwhelming, and it goes with everything. And you'll see me oftentimes in my reviews wearing a lot of Lauren Conrad stuff. I really enjoy private crafters. I like their pieces, and each one of them has a story. I think you know what I mean. So recently I have ordered some jewelry from an Etsy seller, and she's also a wig wearer, and I got to know her on Instagram. Her name is Lulu Kellogg, and her Etsy, and I'll put a link below, but I think it's Lulu ATELIER Kellogg. She is a gorgeous lady inside and out, and she several years ago talked with her husband, and she left her job to work at home and make her crafted jewelry. This was her dream. She takes care of dogs. She currently has 7 rescue dogs, and so the money that she earns from her jewelry sales go for the care of these dogs and to help make their life better. She's just like a beautiful spirit inside and out. So Lulu, if you're watching, thank you so much. And so I want to share with you a couple of things that I bought from Lulu. So here's one of the pieces that I bought from Lulu's shop. It's a Swarovski crystal like I told you. And when I first saw she had these up on Instagram, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. I absolutely love it. And she sent it in the most beautiful packaging and the nice little handwritten note. She just speaks to class. Everything she does is very, very classy. Within that same order, she made something special for me. She said, Taz, I love the chokers that you wear. I think you look amazing in these chokers, and I made one for you because it's kind of sweet but kind of edgy. And isn't that cute? It's like a denim with some little crystal buttons on it. And it's just the most adorable thing. I have worn this with my denim jackets and just something that's real casual in the summertime, just a little short cap sleeve shirt. Oh, it's just such a cute little piece. I love it. So recently I had placed an order with Lulu for a bracelet. And so I kind of left it in the packaging so I could do a little bit of an opening for you. But when it comes, it's wrapped in a beautiful paper, and she'll put a little name tag on there, a little monogram, T for Taz. And then she always attaches a little handwritten note. Dearest Taz, thank you again for supporting my designs. And she's just real happy that we're wig sisters. So with love, Lulu. And isn't that cute? She just melts my heart. I just love her. So let's take a look. I have not looked in this box yet. I just got these. So again, I ordered some bracelets, and she said she put a little something extra in there for me. So let's see. Okay. Some little hair combs with some crystals on there, some jewel tone crystals. I'm going to take a look at these. I'm going to put these in my wigs. She knows I love my hair accessories, you know, from watching my videos and stuff. So let's look at these. Oh, wow, they're really substantial. They're not some flimsy plastic. These are very well done. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's take a look what they look like in my hair here. Oh, they go into the hair so nicely. Is that cute? It's hard for me to see in the camera. Oh, it'll just go with everything. Let's do the other one too. So darn cute. Thank you, Lulu. This would also be great if you had like a longer hairstyle or a wig and you put it up in a bun or an updo of some kind, and just kind of put this in around the bun and give it some accent. Oh, just gorgeous. These come out with ease. There's nothing to catch on your wigs. See, they're like little loops. So nothing will snag. So the next piece I got here was what she called rock candy bracelet. And it looks like little glass with crystals in it. Let's take a look. Beautiful. See, I love stuff like this. You know, nobody's gonna have it but me. I'll probably never run into anybody with anything like it. But how gorgeous is that? That's going to absolutely go with anything. And I actually have a little necklace that I like. It has some little crystally things in the pendant. And I think that would go perfectly together. So now that you have an idea of what my fashion sense is in terms of jewelry, let's talk about clothing. Again, it's a pretty boring subject. It's kind of funny, but now I think it's it's just a really neat way to look at things and shop. And that is, I never ever buy anything full price. Just like my wigs, I will not buy a full price wig. But with my clothing, I shop thrift a lot. You can get some amazing name brand stuff for $5. I shop my local Volunteers of America. That's my favorite one. It's huge. And there's just a big warehouse full of nothing but racks of women's clothing. And you can find some amazing brands. I got a couple of shirts recently, and I'll show you. I'm actually going to take you in my closet. For $1.99 each. I mean, you just absolutely can't beat it. They're like new. And then when I'm done with them, I can just kind of recycle them by taking them back. I don't, like I said, I don't wear a lot of career clothing anymore. So generally you'll always see me in blue jeans and some sort of shirt or something like that. But what I love to do is layer my clothing. So like today, I have a camisole underneath this little sweater because the sweater is kind of thin and it's a wide neck, and so my bra straps and stuff might show. But I have a little bit of a spaghetti strap camisole on under this really light sweater. And then on top of that, I have this pocketed vest. And so I'm all about layers. You'll never find me with less than 2 layers on the top. Even in the summertime, I always wear a camisole under a flowy shirt or blouse. And oftentimes I have a ton of vests and little coat jackets and things like that I wear, sweaters. I'm always layering up, and I love the look, and it's also very practical because I'm cold a lot. Even in the summertime when I go from the car to an air-conditioned building, I'm thankful for the outer layer, and I can take it off if I go outside. So I wear a lot of layers. I wear a lot of blue jeans, even capri blue jeans in the summertime. In terms of my footwear, I generally don't shop for footwear at a thrift. It's hard to find some good ones that fit, that aren't completely worn out. So I always shop sales for that. But in the summertime, I usually wear a little bit of a wedge sandal, my favorite. And I wear, in the wintertime, like a wedge boot. So do you guys want to go into my closet so that you can see my clothing and my jewelry and just where I generally get ready every day? I thought, oh my gosh, I have to clean it up. I have to stage it. I have to put away any clutter and stuff like that. But then I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it just as it is. The way I see it every day and the way I use it every day is very functional. So I have a very small home. I have to make use of my space. But when we first moved into this house back in 2011, it had this huge closet, but it didn't have a master bath. And I wanted a master bathroom so badly. So what we did was we added a shower, we added a sink, and I really had to be creative with this space because it was so small. So I wanted a closet, I wanted a shower, I wanted a sink, the toilet and things like that. I wanted it all, but I had a very small space to work with. So I thought we did very well with this. So let's take a look. So here's my closet door. It's leading from my master bedroom into my bathroom closet combination area here. So here are the built-in shelves that we made. This is all my clothes. What's going on here is that I'm actually transitioning from spring or from winter clothing to spring clothing. So this is as full as this closet gets because I'm about ready to move out all my coats and sweaters and everything for warmer weather. So there it is. It's kind of cluttery and overdone, but it's me. So we've got some nice shoe shelves there. So here you see a lot of my camisoles and undershirts and things. I love to wear those. And I've got a bunch of them because I always wore them to my other job, which I don't need to anymore. And here's some of my recent thrift finds. This blouse here was $1.99. I wore it recently in a video. I absolutely love it with a little camisole underneath. Here's another one that I got for $1.99. They're all very well made and very good name brands. Like this one is Exhilaration. I'm not sure if that's a Junior's brand or who sells it. Here's another one that I got. Isn't that pretty? $1.99. My friend Lisa, she thrifts as well. She gave me this one. So you see, most of the things in my closet, even these little shorts here, I just got at the thrift store getting ready for summer. So I do love to layer my clothes, like I said. So I usually start with a camisole or just some sort of t-shirt, either long sleeve for winter or short sleeve for summer. And then I start to layer on something else. Lots of jeans. In the back here, this is where I keep all my vests and my coats. Some jackets here. Getting ready to take some of those out. Still have some winter stuff. But you see, I've made the most of all of my storage. Back in here, this is all of my old Premier Design stuff. I should just have a sale or go ahead and donate it. Then you see my wig care items here in that bin, and some softener and things. But I keep all of my towels in little bins. So I'll go ahead and show you the rest of it here. My big mess. This is the trough sink. That sink is 18 inches wide. It's perfect for this space, but it's enough for me. And then I keep all my makeup and stuff in bins. And then back in there, my shower and stuff. I actually just love it. It's just enough space for me, and there's a place for everything and everything in its place. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Now you know me a little bit better, that I'm a cheapo. I like to wear the very casual, very inexpensive clothing and jewelry, and I'll be doing a makeup and beauty routine, at least one coming up here. So talk to you soon on TAZ's Wig Closet.